You won disc. Happy with that? Happy with how you threw today?
Not really.
No?
I was hoping to take that record and hopefully PR today.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I just didn't. I had one that I thought was good, but I just messed up with my hands.
Okay.
So, and I guess I couldn't get the rest.
How's the spring going for you? It's been a weird spring. It's been very wet and rainy. I'm sure you've had meets changed and postponed. But overall, with the throwing events, how you doing?
It's very weird. I'm very inconsistent right now. I'm not where I want to be. Like some meets I'll hit it in the 70s, some would be 50s. You know, it's just very inconsistent for me, which I don't know. So it is what it is.
Okay.
But
is that something you need to work on because you know, starting in a couple weeks here with LLs, districts, states, knock on wood, you want to be peaking and doing your best?
Yes. So I'm gonna definitely up my practice, and I'll fix some things that I need to fix, so then I don't make mental mistakes and mess up.
Okay, you mentioned mental mistakes. You have the brute strength to do this. You can whip any object pretty far. How much of this is mental? How much of it is technique and fundamental? Break that down for me.
Pretty much, I just have to say 90 of it's mental. If you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to throw it that good. And then it's more technique than strength. My technique was really off today. I mean, on the cut in most of my throws. So, yeah, 90% mental, and the rest is pretty much technique, and then just pull strength from your shoulders and everything else.
You are in a league, and I'm sure you know this, and you're reminded of this
every
day. Yeah, so Mr. Valpell and Mr. Long.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what they're doing? Are you looking at their throws and results?
I'm aware that they're actually very consistent with their throws. That's why I want to up myself. They got some good early throws, and right now they're leveling out. But I see them going farther. That's why I need to get better, so then I'm ready to compete against them.
Okay. Do they push you?
Yes. They might not know it, but they push me, and it takes me off sometimes when I'm not doing good. And I know that these guys they're up there, so I got to keep working hard.
They're at Penn Relays, and they're got their picture in the paper every other day. It seems like it.
They steal all the limelight, you know.
But you're right there. I mean, they're 1 and 2, but you're right there at number 3, right behind them.
Yeah.
You want them to know that you're there.
Yes.
And they're not just going to show up and win. True.
Yeah.
So how do you get yourself jacked for those meets coming up, especially the LL? You got to be super excited to get in there and throw against these guys. I
just got to stay calm, you know, not let things bother me. Like shot, I'm letting bother me a bit because something's not right. Okay. Got to fix it. But I just got to let things bother me and, you know, just go for it.
Did you throw as a freshman? Refresh my memory.
Yes, but, you know, I was just starting out with I didn't go to big invitations as a freshman. I had some older guys doing better.
How far have you progressed now in the last 3-4 years?
Starting out and in the low hundreds, gotten to high 70s. I mean, I've been hitting more in practice, but you know, those were just some good throws with good technique, and I just need to fix stuff.
You're 178 this year. That was against who?
Lancaster Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a PR?
Yep, it was.
That must have felt pretty good.
It was good, but I knew I had more in me. I mean, I was every day I hope I PR, and I feel like I have it in me to launch something. And I'm just waiting for that.
I've been curious this spring because I mean you're the next guy. Everybody knows Kyle and Kyle, and then you're sitting there at number 3 right behind those guys. That's got to drive you. That's got to make you want to go out.
It does. I want to make a name for myself, and those the two Kyles, they're there and they're killing. So I really want to do well now, so I can go in. Or I mean, I'm a fan of the underdog. So if I'm the underdog going in and I do well, I'm fine with that.
I think they're aware of you. They're very aware of you. They know you're there. Have you gone up against them at all this spring in anything?
Oh, yeah, at Shippensburg. We had a Shippensburg invitation. I went against them. I got third with a 163. Long hit a 185 to win it. But yeah, I got third. They know I'm there, but you know, they just know that if I hit it good, I'd be competing with them.
Okay. You're going to have some options here at the end of the school year because you're a good football player, too.
Yes.
Are you starting to weigh your options college-wise? What are you thinking about, and where are you?
Right now, if I get a good track school, I'll do track.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Yeah, I want a good school where the competition's high because I do better with high competition and they push me to do better.
Okay.
So if I can get that, I'd like it. But even if I could go small, I mean, I'm looking at Shippensburg because Coach Glenn Thompson used to talk to me, and I know he's a good coach.
Oh, yeah.
So even competing at that level is fine for me. But if I can go to the top, I'd go.
Okay. Is football in the discussion? Or maybe to go do both? Or
at a D1 level, if I go for track, it's probably just going to be track.
Okay.
Possibly D2. I might do football depending on how things go.
Okay.
But if I'm not trying to go D3, but I'm doing football and track.
It's nice to have options.
Yes.
Have you made any visits, or I'm sure you got a lot of letters and stuff you're sifting through?
Yeah. I'm trying to get probably one more visit to Ship. I've been there quite a bit.
Okay.
But also Eastern Michigan I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
Or Duquesne University.
Okay.
But if anything else comes up, something big, hopefully. That's why I try to push myself so then I can get people to notice me more.
Sure.
So I can go to a better school.
Sure. Why did you want to do throwing events? You have the size and the strength and the ability, obviously.
Yeah.
Why did you want to pick up these odd-looking, things and throw them? What attracted you to that?
I loved basketball as a little kid.
Okay.
But when I didn't make the team when I was in 7th grade, I'm like, well, I might as well do something. So I did track to throw.
Okay.
As a young kid, I wasn't that good in shot or disc, but I got natural throwing abilities for the disc.
Okay.
So I did all right for what I thought was all right.
Okay.
And then in 8th grade I did good, and then 9th grade I did good, and then sophomore year I started to progress better, like being top in the counties. So I thought I was doing pretty good. And then last year's when I actually thought that I might be good as hopefully a national contender when I get older.
And you started getting some good coaching around that time too,
yes.
I assume.
Yeah, I was getting help from Tim Beaver. He was a previous record holder at our school, went to Syracuse University, and he's helping me a lot. I mean, I guess it's because of this new stuff, like tweaking stuff, that's why I'm fluctuating a bit.
Okay.
But once I start getting it down, I should be good.
You playing in the Tri-County football game?
Yes, that's after states for shot put. So hopefully if I go to states for shot put, I like that, and then it's at night, so I'll just do both. It's fun because it's right after season's over.
Right.
Everything's good. So if I get injured, only thing that'd be affected is nationals if I plan on going.
Okay.
So
last one. Throwing in the LL, District 3.
Yeah.
Getting to do all these invitationals, knowing the Kyles are there.
Yeah.
What's the competition like around here, and how's that helping you to get to the next level? Hopefully?
Well, having these invitationals with bigger people, I try to go to invitationals with better guys. Like last year, I went to Right Rose with Jake Brenza, and he was good competition. Pushed me a little better. Made me better. So I like going against high competition, but then I like it when I go to bigger meets and I see these guys, and then it just brings up the adrenaline and I start doing good.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, just having a couple of guys that are ahead of you.
Yeah,
that's gotta really drive you. Get better.
Being a tough league. I mean, we're one of the best leagues in the state. I mean, we got 2 of the top throwers in the state. So having this competition is really pushing my limits and makes me want to do better.
I would assume you're pretty jacked for the next month, knowing those 3 meets are out there, and like you said, you're trying to start to peak right now, and kind of get it all together.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't believe they peaked. I mean, they're getting up there, but I think they have some more in them, and I know I have more in me. I wanna get more. I'm not done yet.